Sponsored by degenerates like you. Like us. Hey, what's happening, people? It's Comedy by Coincidence, your favorite comedy-inspired podcast. We doing our best out here. We still bring it to you live. This is episode 135. We may not be the biggest, we may not be the best, but you know what? We're still fucking cool. Thank God. That's what some people. That's the love we bring. That's the love we share for each other and you guys, man. Thank you for being here. Every one of us. Production, Ty, you, the audience. It's like we gather here today to hang out with friends. You know what I'm saying? That's what's fucking important. You know, that's why we do this.
Hey, man, brother.
What we got? Oh, yeah. We're here. We gather here today, my friends, for this episode of Comedy by Coincidence. 135. What's happening, motherfuckers?
Preacher minister.
I know I blew the nice boy clock already a couple times, so it's whatever. All things are off today. We're demonetized
Jesus
from
forgives.
the get-go. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
shit.
That's how you know it's going
Here
to
we
be
go
a
again.
juicy, fun episode. Motherfuckers, what's happening? My favorite motherfucker over there, across the water, Mr. Ty Young, my favorite comedian. How you doing, Ty?
We're doing fine. We're on the parents' boat. We're just hanging out, doing some horrendous loan paperwork. The bureaucracy is real. Fight the power, and just contemplating is participating in capitalism worth it, and is a woodland existence still possible? Thoughts?
I'm absolutely with you because I've been listening the whole time. Woodland existence looking very good. I've been wondering the same thing because, boy, tell you what, I have been feeling that sentiment for the last week and a half, bro. Because
Okay. What's happening?
So I teach lessons in the evenings. That's all right. Nothing's wrong with that. That's like kind of the main gig. But in the morning, what's my other main gig, Ty? What's my
Manual labor.
Sure, and
Supporting the Mexicans. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like taking a few lawns off their hands, letting them catch a day's break, you know. But I got injured on my lawns not last Thursday because we took last week off. I apologize, guys, and even Ty didn't know what the fuck was going on because Chris was injured. Chris has been injured. Chris has been unable to do a quarter of what I can normally. I only started playing guitar again 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 days ago. Because it's Saturday, you know?
What happened? You cut your finger off like your dad? Or?
It's almost like I really tried to. I got about halfway through, cut down. I'm going to show the camera real quick. I'm going to not try to make this a habit. I don't want to get us even more in the disgrace of the YouTube guys. But
Hey, I said Jesus forgives, man. Let's see what you got.
My right hand, I'm not going to zoom in. You guys don't need to see that. But my ring finger, look, I wiggled it. That's huge, dude. That's huge.
All right.
Look at that.
I'm seeing less detail than 8-bit Mario right now.
I'm going to send you pictures. I'm going to send you pictures, but you record with your phone,
Okay.
so I'll send you afterwards. Okay?
Alrighty.
We don't need to scar these
Sweet.
people, much like I scarred myself. So I'm on my very first lawn of the day on Thursday, okay? And I'm halfway through this front yard, and my old lady, awesome old lady client comes running out on her front yard to stop me. And I gotta tell you guys, don't rush Do not rush what you're doing, because when you start rushing, that's when you get hurt or somebody dies or, you know, whatever. You think extreme because that's what happens when you rush, you know. Because the very first thought I had when she came out to stop me was, oh, I'm almost done. I'm 15 minutes away from being out of here. God damn it. What does she need? What can I do quick to help her so I can get back on this? Am I right? It's when you're thinking about rushing like that and not the band rush. Because when you're thinking rush like that, you're rocking out, you know. But no, in this case, I was gearing up to hurt myself. She stopped me to say, hey, and I got a few clients with awesome, immaculate gardens who've won garden magazines and stuff like that around here. And this is one of them. So she's really conscientious about her gardens and how I mow and stuff, and that's cool. I'm pretty good most of the time. But she says, hey, Chris, no problem. I'm not upset. No big deal. But I think your mower is kind of nicking one of my lawn ornaments, and I was hoping you could move it for me. I'm not upset. It's all good, but could we move it somewhere that it's not even close to where you mow? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. And it's like, think a dinner plate size, okay? Size and shape.
Okay.
It's a piece of concrete that's dinner plate shaped. And on the top is all this decorative stained glass made to make like a picture that's been sunk into this piece of concrete.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the side of my mower's nicking the side of it and breaking some of just the sides of the stained glass. Okay, not a lot, but enough to really break up the sides of the stained glass shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I go to pick it up, and the weight of I don't even think about it, the weight of the concrete, I lean it into my right hand, because that's my dominant hand. And when I do that, the weight of the concrete pushes this broken shard of glass into my ring finger and just like pushes it and sends it, cuts my like tendon right at this first joint from here all the way across and sunk it down and cut my bone a little bit, like straight through that. It's not a tendon. Kelly told me what it is, but I don't remember. It's a ligament. Yeah. And immediately felt it and was like, oh my god. And I dropped the thing, and that piece of broken glass breaks off even more and stays in my hand.
Oh,
and
boy.
this poor little 80-year-old lady is standing like 2 feet away from me, watch it all happen. And I thought I cut more than one finger because immediately time my whole, kind of like that day you busted your head and it was just blood everywhere. Immediate.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere. I mean, I couldn't see it, my whole hand. I was like, I went from hey, I got
Okay.
And I start walking straight to the car, and she bless her heart, she's in shock too, and she's like, Chris, oh my god, what can I do? Chris, what can I do? Chris, come inside, let's clean it up. Chris, let me drive you to the hospital. Chris, this. And she's like, every time she says a question like that to me, I go, no, you're fine. No, it's okay. Ellen, you're fine. I'm stupid. Ellen, I can't even think right now. I can't. Let me wrap my head around this. I get to the van and I pull out, like, I find a clean thing of paper towels because I have one in a roll in like a Ziploc for exactly this. If I needed clean paper towels, you know? And,
yeah.
I rip a bunch, and she's like, Chris, please let me take you to the hospital right now. And I go, Ellen? I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. It was not good, Ty. This poor little 80-year-old lady is just trying to help me. I just got injured on her lawn. I turn around to her. She's like, this is like the 8th time she's demanding something of me. And I'm like, Ellen, get the fuck away from me. Give me a fucking minute. Get the fuck away from me. Literally.
Oh no, you did the typical angry Chris shit.
Yeah, no, and she understood. It's all good. To her credit, you know, some people probably she understood. He needs a goddamn minute. I need to come check on him, but leave him alone for 2 minutes. Let him think. Let him get his ass together a little bit. And she went
a woman,
2 houses,
true woman.
2 houses over. She didn't go back inside. She didn't go collect herself. She went 2 houses over to her nurse practitioner friend, who was still home because it was like 8:30 in the morning. I was out there. I was trying to hustle, bro. I was out hustling in the morning, dude. First lawn had 4 more to go. No. Nurse practitioner didn't come over to help or anything, but was kind of like on call, and I actually saw her like watching me from the yard a couple yards over. But yeah, I was red hot at myself. I'm not upset, Ellen
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back
yeah.
after like 4 minutes and was like, "Chris, oh my God, please let me take you to the hospital." I'm like, "No, I got myself a ride because we both know I shouldn't drive myself right now." I lost so much blood, Ty. I lost enough that I was scared to drive. Okay, which doesn't
Yeah.
happen. And I did. Here's the thing: I kept turning her down because straight up in my mind, I don't know what was going on with me, but I was like, I can't get blood all over this lady's car. She's too nice. I can't bloody up this lady's car straight the fuck up. So I don't know. I lucked out because my mom was not working that morning yet till like 11 or something. She was like 5 minutes down the road at my dad's house. I was like in the best part of town with the only lawns that are close to an urgent care or emergency room and close enough to my dad's that I had a backup ride. So shout out my
Nice.
mom who was on the pod two episodes ago, right?
Yep.
That same mom who came in here and was brave enough to sit through our bullshit was brave enough to sit with me in the urgent care for fucking 3 hours getting this stitched up. So shout out my mom again, true savage. But yeah, I'm doing all right. But that first like 3 days, dude, the way they shot me up with this numbing sauce to like put these stitches in. After I had to take my ring off. That sucked. It got caught on my ring taking it off, and that was a pain. Oh, if anybody has
Ooh.
medical problems, by the way, like, or can't listen to medical talk, sorry. Here's your spoil. Like, don't fast forward 5 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Was it a metal ring?
Yeah, dude. And at least I didn't
The
have to cut it
worst.
off. But yeah, no, that sucked. And it was like the shot she gave me bruised my hand. So the whole rest of my hand I couldn't use for like 3 fucking days. It was like Chris was walking around lame duck trying to use just one hand, couldn't do shit. Having trouble taking care of myself there for a little bit. Shout out Dr. Evil for all her extra help this last week and a half.
I do what I can.
Makes sense.
Not that I don't take care of business and take names and shit too myself. But shout out Dr. Evil. Mad love and respect. Um, we just got a lot of shit done the last couple of days too. So Chris is even with my hand fucked up. Somehow we had my whole front patio taken out. All that concrete that used to be my steps to my door gone.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Are you switching to wood or like what's going on?
No, I'm gonna pour a better one because
Okay.
the old one was leaning out and then creating a cavity beneath it, which is where the basement's been flooding from. So we're fixing the flooding problem. No more floods in Davis Studios. I know this all hasn't been funny, but y'all want to catch up and know why we didn't have an episode last week? This is the most valid fucking reason we had, because Chris couldn't use his clicking hand. There was no, switching shit.
Medical stuff does supersede podcasts at the moment. Yes.
But
I'm just like trying to come up with a pun and it's just not coming. It's like finger concrete ligament. It's I got nothing.
all
But all right, so no more flooding in Davis Studios. That's good. Finger on the
Let me
men.
tell you something too, and this is probably not going to be funny, guys. So if you want something that's not depressing, shoot 5 more minutes. Fast forward 5 more minutes. All right. So the same day my fucking finger almost gets cut up, I have a buddy who just gets the worst fucking luck. His name's Dallas. I love Dallas. Dallas, if you're listening, love you, buddy. You're the best. Ty, try not to make too many puns on this next one because this one's fucking terrible, dude. Same day
Okay.
I have my ring finger. Okay, go ahead. What?
Well, I mean, it's just his name alone, but never mind.
Dallas is
We
the
can
fucking-
skip over that.
Not everybody knock on wood, because Dallas could use some good luck. You know what I mean? He's probably got some coming. Knock on wood. Okay. But that same day I almost cut my finger off. I shoot him a picture of the wound. I shoot him a picture of the stitches. I'm like, hey buddy, even I have bad days. Look, I'm taking one for the team for us. And he sends me a picture of a like a, and you're from Iowa, you'll understand this. A grain silo that is just
Yeah.
that the door has been pulled off and there's beans throughout this fucking yard. Okay, beans, beans, beans on beans. Okay, and I don't understand because I'm not a farmer, but I'm like, I thumbs up it, and he goes, I go, dude, I'll tell you all about what happened with my hand. Call me when you can. And he calls me and he goes, dude, I'm super sorry about your hand, but I'm having the fucking, this is disaster day for everybody apparently. I'm having the fucking worst day too. I'm like, yeah, what? He's like, so I'm delivering beans at a farm that's 3 houses down, 3 farms down from my coworker's farm who I'm delivering with. As I'm delivering my beans, my coworker disappears, and I think nothing of it. I just keep fucking doing my job, okay? I get a call from his wife 30 minutes later. This is all Dallas, by the way. This is him relaying the shit. He gets a call from his coworker's wife who's like, hey, they're having an emergency at his father's farm down the road. You need to get there now. And that call came like too late. What was happening was they were getting a bean delivery to that silo. His coworker's father was there helping, but the silo was caught like clogged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's the most dangerous shit in the world. You don't need to get in there. And the truck driver who was delivering the beans is like, hey, don't get anywhere near that. Don't worry about it. The weight's going to take care of it. It'll be fine. And the guy's father's worried about it, so he disappears as well while the guy's like already chugging beans into the silo. Come to find out, father got in the silo to unclog it, and sure as shit unclogged it with himself in there and had all the fucking beans come down on him. So Dallas gets there, and they're trying to dig this guy out of the top of the silo, and there's no fucking way. So Dallas fucking busts the door on this thing, has all the fucking beans come out, but they still got to dig. So the fucking 3 of them try to dig this guy's fucking father out of the beans.
Oh, dang.
And weren't fucking successful. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, Jesus Christ, Dallas. You need to catch a fucking break, you know.
Holy crap.
Shout out to a real savage Dallas for even you know what I mean? Like, what do you do in that situation, right? You be the most savage motherfucker and you grab a shovel and you start digging, I guess, you know? So
I mean, avoid burrito day for a while, that's for sure. I mean,
you'll
you
think
really
differently about your Taco Bell after that, dude.
Oh yeah. You definitely spilled the beans on that one.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh shit.
But then Dallas had to go finish his bean shipment, get the truck back, and then from there go back to his coworker's dad's house and help them clean up the rest of those beans, because that was like $30,000 worth of beans right there, dude. You know.
Yeah, so it has to go back in.
It has
back
to get
into the coffin, you know.
Yeah, dude. I was like, Jesus, what a sick fucking world, dude. So hey, it can always be fucking worse. Moral of the story: you're having a bad day. Someone's like fucking dying. You know, like.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, doggy. Put it in perspective and try to go make a little bit better. You know. So. Yeah. Hey, how are you doing? That's what I want to know about. Fuck Chris. You know, he's had enough strife and bullshit. How's my man? You're back in Seattle.
I mean, ate Panda Express at the airport, and then ungodly things happened in the LAX bathroom.
Ooh, what's LAX like? Because I always hear horror stories about that one. Do you have any?
Now, I just transferred through, so I don't know the ticketing desk or security, but from what I saw, that looks horrendous and small. But like the imagine a letter E that just like keeps continuing with branches off on it.
Okay.
And that's kind of LAX, you know. So like you'll have each branch off the main hallway is the gates and a couple restaurants and everything. and then you can walk back and forth down the super long hallway that connects it all, right? It's a impractical design. It's the distance in between each spot is horrible because it's 2 planes worth of driveway and alleyways or whatever the fuck you want to, 2 planes worth of tarmac and baggage handling.
The train or the airplane traffic is just abominable. There's
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
waiting on
it's
each other
just a
and
long
bullshit.
distance. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on just a moment. I want to hear Dr. Evil. You really perked up at LAX. Did you have something you wanted to share?
I mean, nothing that warranted halting the
I'm
conversation.
sorry.
I was just gonna say I heard a bunch of horrors. Well, I think it was LAX where I bumped into Gabriel Iglesias the one
Shout
time
out.
I did that.
See, totally relevant.
But that said, like, my experiences into and out were like going out was not horrible when we left. Like, it was 5 a.m, so I feel like my sample size was not typical of what I've
Right.
heard, but at least in my experience,
There is
fine.
There is a photo of Kelly and Neil towering over Gabriel Iglesias out there somewhere. And I remember getting it in like Kentucky on vacation, being like, "Damn it, should have gone." But yeah, it happens. Sorry, sorry, brother.
So from the outside perspective, you wanted to join that Border Patrol picture? I'm sorry, that's a shitty one. No,
we need. What is the racist sound bit? Let's go.
Well, I mean, what do you consider to be the racist sound bit? Like, in your mind's eye.
It's just the Legion of Skanks theme song.
that would qualify. I would allow that. Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny for just me. Anyways, I'm off. I'm actually on one because your boy took a 30 milli before this podcast, so we just chilling. But so if I get sidetracked, get me back on it, buddy.
No worries. But LAX to me, it's like it's an airport trying to make you pretty. All right, because like half the food options in there are like the healthy vegan, vegetarian, whatever options, and then the other half it's like even still it's like better than usual fast food like Panda Express or Einstein Bagels or like Chick-fil-A, you know what I mean? You're not dealing with a McDonald's or Burger King up in LAX. And then they're forcing you to walk, a mile in between each terminal, so you're getting your steps in right. It's an airport trying to make you healthy, which honestly fits that town to a T.
Okay.
That's my verdict.
So you transferred to Seattle from LAX and then got there from Florida?
Yeah.
Look at us talking airplane stuff. Apparently, I'm officially going to Vegas in September, October. So, like September 30th
fun. Okay.
through October 4th should be fun. Yeah. How about that?
That sounds a lot of fun. I in theory I will also be doing Vegas, but it will be like shortly after New Year's.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get like the people who's taken New Year's too far and the cocaine binge hasn't ended yet. That's when I'm getting. That's when I'm getting to Las Vegas.
If I wasn't leaving at like 8 a.m. on the 4th, it'd be kind of like I was doing my anniversary in Vegas. Shout out, one of the happiest days of my life. Yeah. Actually, you were at that one. That was a fun time.
I was. I'm starting to believe that my third chosen profession will be the professional third wheel.
Professional wedding attender.
Wedding attendant, crasher. Dude who hangs out with couples.
That's okay. You're good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's the problem, Chris.
Here's the deal. now put it on your couple friends. This is me included, to get better at being fucking wingmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that's part of the problem. You know.
There is that, but but
Sorry.
couples don't like to go to the places that single people like to go. Let's put it there. And I'm an old soul born with old people medical problems. Everything about me is old. I don't want to go to those places either. I'm an old man bar, leather seats type of place.
No, but I am good at like making a party at maybe Davis Studios, for instance. So like if I know my single homie is coming over, I might have other single homies to invite to said party. Doesn't always work out like that, and sometimes there's more single dudes than chicks and more single chicks than dudes. It always works out, but I wouldn't say Chris is a professional matchmaker, but I mean, I ain't the worst. But also I lose friends when I start doing that. So it's not like the first thing I try to do, but
I'm gonna say, Chris, that your pitch for Davis matchmaking services is little less.
My track list isn't
a
great.
Bit lackluster.
But like, I mean,
we could take you to the Three Stooges themed bar nearby and hook you up there. I mean, everybody's been historically very friendly to us.
If you're down with over 40, yeah, let's go to Stooges, doggy. I mean, Kelly's a MILF magnet up at that Stooges, straight up. The MILFs want Kelly, and I don't know what's about it.
What's not to want?
If their husbands didn't look like they'd kill me, it might be a different story, but it's all
the
good.
Husbands usually also look like they want me. That's kind of the problem.
That might be the thing.
But anyways, they all look like Curtis from the Scatterguns. That's what. Which is kind of like Santa Claus, no mustache, still beard.
I'm not down with the wild Amish look. I'm gonna be honest.
No, me neither. Trucker hat. Take or leave it. Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, if you're doing Saint Nick, you need to do that. You need
I
to
will
commit
say
to the mustache.
I did drop a person's name. Hey, Curtis from the Scatterguns, if this gets back to you, you're the only one who pulls it off, doggy. Curtis is the shit. But
Curtis is a rare exception.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Now, is he like actually pulling it off, or you just overexposed to
actually
him?
Pulling it off. I mean, bassist in a hard rock, punk rock band. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's all about the aura. He doesn't have the aura
Curtis can rock it.
that Chris is describing here.
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty.
But
this man will remain a mystical creature to me. I'm just saying.
Look into the Scatterguns. You'd actually probably fuck with their music. And shout out them, the Cape Girardeau band that rocks heavy. Let's see. What was I? You want to do a little bit of comedy news? Because I know Dr. Evil here has prepped a little bit. Actually, hold on. Before we get there. I know. Sorry, that milligram is that edible's kicking in. Ty, how's your parents? How we doing up there?
I haven't seen them, dude.
Aren't you on their boat?
Yes.
I am on their boat, yes, but they ain't here.
You're just popping in, huh?
Yeah, I popped in, and they wanted me to go with them on a weekend adventure, and I love my family, but that's adding another human into an already packed car, and the idea of spending a weekend in the same hotel room with anybody from my family, it sounds horrible. It sounds miserable. It sounds, it's one of those. I love my mom, and I would love to do this, but I don't got enough money to pay for my own room, and neither do they. So this is what we're doing.
That's all right. Hey, and you had to the listeners. Ty had business to take care of coming into town. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing up there. It's not. Yeah. He loves his family. He's met the quota on family visits this year already, and now it's an extra time. But he had legalities to take care of. Ty was a wanted man. If Ty wanted to return to Seattle again, Ty has to do a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? So, like, guys,
Exactly.
check the boxes, take care of the adult stuff. Be like Ty.
I gotta get the sheriff's department off my tail for the hard crime of missing out on jury duty. You know,
Being
it's
just too fucking funny. You know what I mean? That's the crime.
you know, it's the for the crime of fingering the cotton candy ball. And
Damn,
not
I'm
eating
not
it.
looking forward to that.
The sheriff's department's coming down hard, so you know I gotta come back and actually eat it, and we'll see what we can do.
So, well, have you hit any open mics since the last time I talked to you 2 weeks ago?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn it, dude! These 2 weeks in between
all right.
when we come together, and I haven't either. I can't talk shit. Okay. In fact, your boy ain't been booking shit, which is it's a problem. Okay, but that's for a different day at another time. We'll talk sometime. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's the for my the transportation to and from the open mics was
is in
it was
question.
a little too hot.
It was not possible. Ty's on foot right now.
It's been possible, but my coworkers have been fucking up so spectacularly that the corporate overlords, the Eye of Sauron, was focused upon the situation, and that's not a good time to wander over into Mordor. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Right. They
can't be.
Or if you're in Mordor, you're not going to take the one ride you got and run it straight to Rivendell. You know what I mean? And let them follow you.
Exactly.
When all eyes are on you. Yeah.
If you want to invade Gondor, you gotta wait. That's what I'm saying. So, that's what I gotta do.
Oh, man. So, I love you, man. Nerding out is fun. But,
yeah.
You know what?
But...
you know what? I think it's time for some comedy news. And we did some homework. We got the lovely Dr. Evil here. Thanks for being here as always. You got some stories for us?
I do. I have some Florida man, Missouri man.
All right.
What format do you want? Do you want me to just read them off straight, or do you want to kind of guess the man before I get into the article?
I like that. A game. Okay, why don't you read it and we'll guess if it's Florida man or Missouri man.
All right. So... how about we start here? So we got a man who went on a multi-month crime spree.
Okay.
And he ended up with something to the tune of 252 charges in one county.
252 charges in one county?
Yes.
Missouri. That's my guess.
Yeah, I'm leaning Missouri.
You
You're
are
going
correct.
on a couple months.
That is a Jeffco man's month-long crime spree leading to 252 charges in St. Louis.
Okay, cool. We're on it. Dude.
See, that's where Florida man shines. He really takes his crimes all across the state if he's going on a month-long spree, you know.
Right, absolutely. But these charges included stealing, property damage, possession of a stolen vehicle, and a bunch of other stuff, obviously, like burglaries. We've got stealing a Hyundai, committing further crimes such as stealing bikes, chainsaws, and tools from South City garages.
You know what got me? You know how I knew it was Missouri? The number. 252 in one county. Yeah, that's St. Louis County. It's because the St. Louis police are not doing shit about shit. And you heard it from me first. Hey, you know what they're doing? They're running into pedestrians, cars, and then... God knows, they ran a fucking car into a gay bar, like through the fucking front windows. A police officer in a patrol car drove through a LGBTQ bar and then arrested the owners for like complaining.
That's what you get when you don't pay protection. You know the rules, man. You gotta pay.
Dude.
You gotta pay.
There's something fucked up. They also drove into a church's 150-year-old fucking sign. I think we talked about this, but and then
did they have a permit? Did they have a permit, Chris?
Yeah.
For that sign? Did they have a fucking permit?
Yes.
I didn't
been
think
there
so. So it had
years.
to go. It had to go. The cops did no wrong. Sign had no permit.
They didn't write it when it was built. Yeah. But it took 5 months for the city to catch up on it, and they were like reporting it to the police, like, "Hey, we don't know who hit this, but somebody took it out." And they weren't getting back to them. The police weren't responding. They wouldn't even send anybody out. And then the neighbor came forward with ring camera footage of the police cruiser taking it out, and then like kind of putting the pieces back into a pile and then taking off. So shout out. It had to get to the mayor before something was done about it. But shout out St. Louis. Anyways, Dr. Evil, what we got up next?
All right. Our next man was wearing a family first, money second shirt. At the time he was accused of scamming elderly women.
Of what? Wait. Accused of what?
So, man wearing family first, money second shirt, accused of scamming an elderly woman.
The irony. Okay, I'm with it. He's like, family first, money second. Is it what his shirt said? And he was scamming people, buddy.
That's Florida. That's Florida.
Florida?
That Florida. That level of hypocrisy only exists in Florida.
That is a Flagler County, Florida man.
Yes.
He was accused of scamming and defrauding an elderly woman at a Publix. And so, yeah, he was scamming under defrauding under false pretenses. Yeah,
you got me.
No, you just threw me off with pubics.
Pubics.
Christopher, you threw off my groove.
Was he? What? Have we looked into the details of the scam? Was he selling arts and craft under the Jesus name, or it feels a little God related? Is that what the scam is?
No. So in March 2023, the guy and his partner, donning what the article referred to as medical face masks, entered a Publix and followed an elderly woman around the store for about 5 minutes, according to the arrest affidavit. So he allegedly distracted the woman by asking for her help and reading a label while the partner So the partner distracted the woman, and he, wearing that shirt, allegedly grabbed her wallet from her purse in the shopping cart. When she turned to help her, she heard the magnet pop on her purse that was seated in the top portion of her cart. She immediately turned around and noticed her $150 wallet was missing.
Damn.
She had multiple wallets in her purse. Wow, huh? And learned that the one the subjects took did not contain any credit cards.
This lady is like, all right, so she's
older. It did
older
have her social security card and her son's and her late husband's and her insurance cards.
Damn.
Oh, so they took the whole identity.
They took something of substance, but the cards were at least saved.
Okay. But still, like, she didn't get suspicious when a younger guy was asking her, "Hey, can you help me read?"
Well, like, I think it was the female partner that was with the Florida man.
Female. I thought it was two men.
Together.
Okay.
Hey, the couple that scams together stays together. You know what I'm saying? That kind of teamwork builds a bond. That's gonna last
modern
forever.
day Bonnie and Clyde.
Also, hey, you want to get her something nice for Mother's Day or her birthday or whatever the fuck? Like, what's better than stealing it? No, this is terrible, guys. This is not your solid.
No.
Steal
Chris,
it together.
You steal it together for the bonding. Yes.
Exactly, yes. Again, the family that steals together stays together. So, your little word of the day: steal. No, I'm sorry.
Remember, the only thing that will tear apart your criminal family is the government. So,
Sorry, we just finished Red Dead Redemption, like, today. So
it's been tough.
It's been really. I went from Red Dead Redemption to now transition to Red Dead Depression, and it's pretty tough. So.
Is that because the ending is so sad? Like,
yeah,
did they kill off a character?
Made me cry.
What happened here?
Just imagine everybody dies, okay? It's like a Shakespeare. Everybody's got to die except maybe some villains, and that sucks.
Okay,
it's not a good feeling. So that's tough, dude. No spoilers. The only spoiler is everybody's gonna die. We're all gotta die, guys. Right? Here's your conscious reminder we're all mortal.
Chris, if Fallout taught me anything, is that something always survives. So
yeah. We can stop talking about this. Hey, we got any more stories?
Yeah, we got
We got
two more
two
men. So
Fuck yeah. All
our
right,
next
options.
man on the run from police for 2 months was found hiding in a clothes dryer, tumble ready. That is a quote. Tumble ready was a quote.
Who's writing these motherfucking articles, dude? Get them out of
Greg
here.
Weiner.
Wiener, big Greg Wiener.
Nice.
Nice. Big
Amazing.
fucking slam, dude.
now this one's a toss up
Tremendous. This is
because
tremendous.
both states have men capable of being dumb enough to get into a ready to go dryer. Oh boy.
Yeah, I
I'm putting my money on Florida. I think Florida is going to take the edge on this one.
I'm gonna make it so there's a winner here. Missouri.
All right. We have a Florida man on the run. From the
I'm
police.
good.
You're real good, dude.
So the sheriff's office said the look on the guy's face was, quote, a combination of guilt, embarrassment, and warm hosiery. So
I mean, like, why would he? Why? I understand guilt, but why embarrassment? Like, was it just like?
I don't think he was expecting I don't think he was expecting the cops to show up that day, and then was like, "Man, what a lame way!" to
Damn, you
get
guys
back."
caught me in the act.
Surprise! I'm here.
Caught me with my pants down, pretty much. But
So yeah, they got a warrant and searched a home that he happened to be in, and yeah, they found, after an extensive search, deputies entered the laundry room and discovered Jackson folded up in a, quote, remarkably small dryer drum, end quote.
remarkably
And they
small.
added the look on his face was a combination of guilt, embarrassment, and warm hosiery. He was pulled from the dryer one limb at a time as he clung to his tumble-ready hideout. Outside the
No!
dryer, deputies removed
Don't take me!
3 dryer sheets, 2 mismatched socks, and a crumpled up tissue from his surprisingly wrinkled Star Wars shirt. I just like that they did it in 3, 2, 1 numerical order
Get this fucking... Okay, I changed my mind about Greg Wiener. You know, he put some real thought and detail into that. And you know what? Get this guy on some different, more pressing articles, guys. Let's get him covering Afghanistan.
I
Israel,
agree with you.
Palestine
Only if
conflict.
I agree with you, Chris. Only if he changes his first name to Dick, and that's it. That's
Dick
my
Wiener.
only stance.
Richard Wiener, Dick. Hey, one more. Okay.
Alright, hold on. Hold on. I think I was spaced.
We're having production problems.
Give me 1 second.
I really need to get a troubleshooting image.
I mean, we already know.
When we do the big rebrand, somebody remind me of that. I'll just have a screen we transition to that's like dee 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 dee.
Alright, well, the last one was actually 2 men, and I'm not going to be able to read the entire article, but you'll kind of get the gist from the title.
Okay.
It's a father and son arrested for cocaine trafficking.
Missouri.
Yep,
That is, in fact, Missouri.
Although
Yep.
Florida ain't no joke on cocaine trafficking either. It really could go either way, but just the father
Florida-
duo.
No, the
that's a
difference
family
is in
working
Florida.
together.
In Florida, cocaine is not a family business.
That's what exactly
I
what I
got
was going with. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike here.
Yeah, so the son admitted to at least 450 kilos of trafficked cocaine, while, the father, that was his charge. The son had between 50 to 150 kilograms that he trafficked. Yeah. They sent couriers to buy some from Tejas, and they had, like, a good couple $100,000 in cash. So it was a partial payment for 75 kilos.
So
And-
they
They seized
Sorry?
another 23.6 pounds of drugs, a mix of heroin and fentanyl that was also bound for this direction.
Yo, fuck that.
Whoop.
Fuck that. Dude.
ooh
Whoop.
some
Fuck
dirty
those
stuff.
guys.
Yes, indeedy. Thanks for playing.
So that sounds like some middle managers that overstepped the line and got tossed to the wolves.
Yeah.
Unalive your local fentanyl dealers. You know what I'm saying? That's
Take 'em out.
That's a stance.
that's a fucking
That
real
is
stance, dude.
A real ass stand.
Real ass dude of the week, Chris Davis.
Real
What's
ass,
happening?
Real ass. And speaking of real ass, we have our big winner, Ty Young. Congratulations.
Shout out, Ty.
Well
Next time.
Yay!
I want to come up with a couple more games kind of like this for the future. Trust me. We're going to really step up this production here at some point. But in the meantime, I think it's your week for Savage of the Week, because last week, my Savage of the Week was Sophie D. So I think you should come up with something, or if there's anyone you need to shout out.
No one in particular I need to shout out. I think my Savage of the Week is gonna have to be a multi-savage situation, because
Sure.
did we talk about the roast of Tom Brady yet?
Yes, we have several times.
Okay.
But
Alrighty,
if you got
then.
more follow-up, like we've talked about so many times, if there's more news about it that you got, we should.
Well, all right. So, I was listening to Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, and they had Tony Hinchcliffe on, and Tony went through the story of how he got the 2 to 3 minutes he managed to get out of it, and it was basically fighting everybody the entire way.
Yeah, it was the roast of everybody for Tony's set.
Yeah, so it's one of those. Tony's never been friends with the industry. He's never been chosen for anything. He's always been the background guy for whatever reason. I don't know much about it, but how he explained what he had to do to get on the roast, it's some bullshit for one of the best roasters out there in the world today. So it's I can't even explain the entire story. So this is some homework for all of our fans. Go check out that episode.
Ty is talking about, go watch the Two Bears episode.
Yep.
Two Bears, One Cave with Tony Hinchcliffe on it from this week or last week.
Yep.
And
that is why he is the Savage of this week, is the hustle that he did to get onto it. Very few people could pull off, And
I love hearing somebody who fights and works hard to get where they want to be and make their goals happen. So mad love, mad respect. Shout out Tony
exactly.
Hinchcliffe. Did you have another one? Because you said it felt like a two-parter or multi-part.
Well, I was going to bring up the rest of them, but then I was like, you know what? We've already gave them their accolades for how well they did, but Tony's getting the extra savagery because the rest of them didn't have to. They didn't have to go through what he did. They were given their own full set.
Yeah.
They were given a spot on the dais. Tony literally had to go up there and take it when he was done. He was not supposed to sit up there, and he took it. And I like that. I like it a lot.
I want to shout out Dallas again for, that horrible story we had to talk about earlier and the savagery that went into being a savage motherfucker. You know what I mean? And his coworker's a buddy of his. That's what a real friend does. Especially when the day is done, all the bullshit went down, and then there's more stuff to do. And then you're going to come back and help out. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking real savagery. So, shout out Dallas. And shout out all you real motherfuckers out there who's made it this long in the podcast. What's up, guys? Man, love and respect, everybody. So, I got a show next week at Webster Arts Fair. Saturday, June 8th. We play from 7:30 to 9 p.m. at the Lockwood stage, which is closest to Lockwood Avenue. Come join us for Giving Tree for that, because I don't know, guys, this might be an important one on the calendar, and it's kind of a long one, so we'll have extra songs. We're playing pretty much our whole frickin' repertoire. You know what I mean? So come on out. We'll talk more about it and recap it, and maybe have some news for you guys next time. So, Matt, love and respect. Come join Forgiving Tree at Webster Arts Fair. You got anything you want to throw in, buddy?
I will be back to open mics here in about 2 to 3 weeks once I get back to Florida. And that's it.
Here's my challenge to you. You got to hit an open mic before I do.
Oh, that's easy.
Shouldn't be too hard, but maybe I'll throw one at you. Who knows, buddy? Chris's schedule might be getting free all of a sudden soon. Who knows? So
who knows? We'll see.
Mad love and respect, everybody. All right. We will catch up with you guys next week. I promise it won't be 2 weeks. And we love you, motherfuckers. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Mad love and respect.